Are you able to hear now? Am I audible now?
Yes, Mataji. Nalla kekkudu, Mataji.
Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna. So for Gaunitai, we have very nice, beautiful jasmine flowers. We can offer these jasmine flowers for Gaunitai. So just a minute, I'll unmute. So here for Radha and Krishna, very nice thali.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Complete
Mataji,
thali.
YouTube la sound click, Mataji.
Okay.
YouTube, Mataji.
Just a minute.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Ma? Yeah.
Now okay, Mataji.
In
Now it's
YouTube.
okay, Mataji. Now it's okay, Mataji.
Okay. Okay.
In YouTube it's okay, Mataji. Okay.
Haribol. Okay. So Hare Krishna. So we have very nice thali food for Radha and Krishna. Very nice kachodis, samosa, puris, rice, dal, sabji, rasagulla, cauliflower, pakoda, and bhajis. Nice items for pies and everything, kheer, everything beautiful, very nice thali. Khadi, everything is there for Radha and Krishna at this lunch time. We can offer this to Radha and Krishna. Okay. So now, here for Radha and Krishna, we have beautiful flowers, and these flowers are called dahlia flowers with wonderful colors. So these flowers we will offer to Radha and Krishna, and then here. This is one kind of this is one vana, which is Induleka's vana. In Induleka's vana, everything will be white in color. The deer, duck, the mountains and rocks, water, and the branches of the trees, flowers, everything will be white in color. And on Paurnami days, Radha and Krishna, usually they go to Induleka's this kunja. So this kunja is very, very famous on Paurnami days. Radha and Krishna meet in this Induleka's kunja. So at that time, they also wear white color dress so that their relatives cannot identify them, Radha and Krishna. Okay. So here in this vana, in this kunja, we will offer them very nice, beautiful, this some kind of puppet with some sauce, white sauce, and with one particular moong dal variety. So this is some combination where you will have this mixed salad with these puppets and with this white sauce. So this we will offer to Radha and Krishna. And then here, for our dearmost Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So for our dearmost Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So for our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, we will offer this rasamalai. So in sweets, this rasamalai is supposed to be the wonderful sweet with wonderful taste and very creamy, very tasty, very costly. So this with all Manjari Tulsi we will offer. Kumku. There is also very nice saffron used on this pistas. Very, very nice, wonderful sweet. We'll offer this for our very, very dear Srila Prabhupada. Then we will offer our very respectful obeisances for Srila Prabhupada. We'll get his blessings. Then we'll go for our classes. So here for Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet, we will offer all these beautiful flowers. So you can take as many as you want and offer them to Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. And then for here comes our His Holiness Banaswami Maharaj. His Holiness Banaswami Maharaj ki jai. So for His Holiness Banaswami Maharaj, today we are offering him cake, a nice icing cake with cherries. With Manjari Tulsi will offer to Radha Krishna, and then we will offer this for our respectful His Holiness Banaswami Maharaj, and then get his blessings. Please offer your most respectful, humble obeisances to our His Holiness Banaswami Maharaj, and then we will take his blessings. With those blessings, we will start studying his books so that we will understand whatever realized knowledge what he is sharing with us in his guidebooks, where he is giving all his wonderful PPTs. So here for His Holiness Banaswami Maharaj lotus feet, we have all colorful, wonderful, beautiful flowers, roses. So you can take and carefully remove the thorns and everything, and then please offer that to His Holiness Banaswami Maharaj lotus feet and get his blessings. So we'll go to the class. Okay, so I came to know that you all had a nice time discussing all this attainment of Suddha Suddha Bhakti, all these 26 sessions. I hope you would have finished by this time the discussions parts. And today is 26th session we are doing. So let us go back and get ourselves connected with the previous chapters. So this is what we were studying. We were studying about Anishtita Bhakti and Nishta Bhakti. So first stage is Shraddha. Shraddha is faith. Sadhu Sangha is association. Then Bhajana Kriya. So this is performing our devotional service. But in this Bhajana Kriya, we have two types. One is unsteady Bhajana Kriya, and another one is steady Bhajana Kriya. Bhajana Kriya means practice or sadhana, whatever you understand, whatever you think, it will come like this one. So Anishtita means unsteady, Nishta means steady. So you can put steady practice or steady sadhana or steady bhajana. On those days, they were calling this sadhana as bhajana. Bhajana means every day's practice. Okay, so this is sadhana. We can call it as sadhana, bhajana, anytime, or practice in English, anything as you want. So from Shraddha to Sadhu Sangha, and then after that, immediately one will not go to Nishta Bhajana Kriya. We will not go to Nishta Sadhana directly. We will go to Anishtita Sadhana. Because we don't know at that time with the Sangha, if we are very fortunate, then we will get the Sangha of a Madhyama Adhikari who is practicing Shuddha Bhakti and practicing Shuddhanam. So if we get his Sangha, then we will not be in Anishtita Bhajana Kriya. We will straight away go to Nishta. No need that one should go and along a turn, they have to go to Anishtita and come to Nishta, not like that. According to the Sangha, but generally the Sangha, Madhyama Adhikari's Sangha we don't get, and as well as in the beginning stage, because we are very much inclined towards material desires, we are not inclined to move with the steady devotees who are always talking about devotion, that will be too much for us. So we also tend to associate with devotees who have material tendencies. That is Kanishka. So because of which we are struggling, we have to go to Anishtita Bhajana Kriya. Because of which, see, this is Maharaj PPTs. From Maharaj PPTs, I was searching for many PPTs today for this. So this one I like so much because Maharaj has shown what is our situation in when we are doing unsteady devotion. Anishtita and then Nishtita. From Anishtita, we can come to Nishta state. Nishta, we can call it as Nishtita or Nishta. Anishtita, we can call it as Anishtita or, Anishtita only we can call. Anishtita or unsteady, we can call. Okay, so in this stage, you can see this boy who is with the rollers, not working, not able to balance himself properly. So this is his problem because, he's a new learner of this skating. This is the problem. If he is learned skater, then he will not have so much struggle to skate. Okay, so this is Anishita level. Why this Anishita symptoms? What are the Anishita symptoms? What are all the Anishita symptoms? I think you would have you would have taken many days to discuss about this. Utsahamai, Ganatarala, Vyuda Vikalpa, then Vishaya Sangara, then Niyamakshama, then Tarangarangini. So these are the 6 stages of Anishtita. Means these are the 6 stages of Kanishka. So Kanishta devotee generally remains in these 6 stages. So first is Utsagamai and Ganatarla, that is 2nd stage, and Vayuta Vikalpa, and then Vishaya Sangara, Niyamakshama. So in this, Maharaj has given many nice explanations for this, as well as the explanations he has tried to make us understand with one single picture. If you see this picture, Utsahamai picture, in one picture he is trying to make us understand this is a first day school going child. Okay, he'll say, I am the best one in the school. I am, today, the first day the child has gone to the school, it will feel very great about himself. It's all the confidence what the child is feeling is false confidence. In his enthusiasm, he thinks he's the best in the school. He's the number 1 in the school. Okay, this is because he doesn't know how many stages, 10 standards he has to go there, he has to study. All this he doesn't know. So he thinks that he's the best because he has gone to the school today. He thinks that he's the best. So this is false confidence. So about this also, we've also taken more information which will help you. So this is Utsahamai. I think this you cannot see properly. It's just a minute. This also Maharaj has given in some other PPT. Try to color it or something so that you can see it nicely. So now you see Utsahamai, Maharaj is telling zeal and pride of a new convert. Example, weight loss regimen. Judgmental about anyone not following their standards. My path, my guru, my practice is the best. So Maharaj is also giving an example that my path is the correct path. My guru is the correct guru. My practice is the best practice. Okay, so on the basis of this, one tries to judge other devotees. So in Utsahamaya stage, generally the new Kanishka, he tries to judge other devotees, saying that he is very less, I am very great. So like this. This is what happens in this stage of Kanishka. Okay, next step. Ganatarla. Intensity and laxity in bhakti. So sometimes they are very intensely doing the devotion, and sometimes they're very lax. Relaxedly, they want to do the devotion, as if they think that I have studied so much, now I want to take rest. I just want to keep my books away, and I just want to go inside some YouTube nice entertainments, because I have done a lot of devotion service today. So like this, no, intensity and laxity in bhakti. This is another stage of Kanishka. This is Ganatarla. But a devotee in Madhyama level, he always feels that the devotion itself is a wonderful thing. Again and again and again, without gap, he wants to do devotional service, and the devotional service itself becomes his relaxation. The devotion part itself becomes his wonderful recreation, and everything is for him. Everything is devotional service. His recreation, his relaxing part, everything is devotion. Only he feels so nice about his devotional service, doing his devotional service. So, but this is the difference between this Kanishka, Ganatarla stage devotee and Madhyama devotee. Find healthy ways of dealing with discomfort. So, he's feeling discomfort in practicing his devotional service. So, he's finding some healthy ways to practice that in a discomfort, dealing the discomfort like this. Okay. More I have taken from this is all from Maharaj classes. He has mentioned all this. So Utsahamayi, a Brahmana child, having just begun study of the scriptures, thinks he has immediately become a learned scholar worthy of everyone's praise. Similarly, a person just beginning a devotional service may develop the audacity to think that he has mastered everything. So I think devotees will understand very nicely about this Utsahamaya stage. Why we are again seeing all these things? Because I think long back we finished everything, but still why we are again pondering into this subject? Because we have to know where we are standing, or we should know where the other person near is standing, so that we can help them or we can help ourselves. Okay. So if we are not knowing where are we standing or where are the other person standing, it will not be helpful for us to take association in a proper way. So two persons in a Utsahamaya stage, two Kanishkas, how can they advance? How can they make any progress? So this is a problem. So if we understand that whether we are in this stage or somebody is in this stage, we can try to teach him that this is not a big thing. We are just entered. We have to take Madhyamas association. So like that we can teach him. We can help him to take the real devotees association. So he's called Utsahamayi, or filled with enthusiasm. In another way, filled with enthusiasm is very nice to hear. But if we hear the puffed up, is very pride, this is not nice. So, but he doesn't know that he is pride, he's puffed up. He thinks it is enthusiasm. But we have to make him understand, saying from this, that this is a puffed up situation. We have not crossed many levels in the devotion. So we have to be careful. We have to catch hold of the Madhyama devotees and walk very carefully under their guidance. Then Ganatarla. The same child sometimes becomes diligently engaged in his studies, and yet at other times becomes of inability to understand the scriptures, and lack of real taste becomes negligent. See, this is even more very clear. Maharaj has given here very clear. In his classes, he has given this. So I had to search and take all these things because in his Madhuri Kadamini, he has not given these explanations, but in classes, he has given more explanations. The same child sometimes becomes diligently engaged in his studies, and yet at the other times becomes an inability to understand the scriptures. Because now the child is feeling inability to understand the scriptures, so it loses its taste, it's boring. It's boring for the child. So no real taste because it's boring. Why boring? Because he is not understanding. So that's why sometimes he is able to do nicely and sometimes he is not very intensely practicing devotional service. This is because of this, because the devotees in Ganatarala stage, he is like this behavior. This is also a stage of Kanishka level. In the same way, new devotee will sometimes practice the different activities of devotional service and sometimes neglect them. Being sometimes assiduous and at other times negligent, his endeavor is called Ganatarala, condensed and dilute, thick and thin. So I think now you can very well understand this. Here afterwards, after this session, immediately we will allow the devotees to have a discussion for half an hour. So from today onwards, you have to have at least from now, you have to take a notebook and pen, and today's class should go inside your notebook. Today's date and today's session number and today's subject, whatever you want to write, that is all the notes, everything. By seeing the notes, you should be able to tell everything of this class. Okay, only points you take, that's enough. But you should be able to tell what has happened today. So for this, we give you time, half an hour, to discuss among yourself and take notes. So now only you can find out a notebook, and today only you have to start. Become serious. So otherwise, no, we are not going to apply this in our practical life. If we are very clear with our knowledge, then we can apply it in our practical life. If we are not very clear, just like that, okay, hearing 2 hours, that's my sadhana. That is not the end. Okay, this is now sambandha. We are learning. Then comes abhideya. Then only prayojana. The result will come. So we are learning now. We are hearing sambandha. We are taking all the knowledge. But that we have to follow, no? For which just one hearing is not at all sufficient. Why the teacher becomes very, well-versed in these subjects? Because the student just once hears, but the teacher all the time he has to be there with the subject and goes, writes the material, finds the material, and this and that. Live with the material. So this automatically becomes by heart for the teacher. So it becomes every time he is taking classes, and it becomes by heart for him. So in this way, if you also, devotees, you all discuss among yourself, so then any point you miss, another devotee will help you to get that point. So in this way, it will be very, very fantastic. So if you go through these suggestions, surely you will not only take sambandha jnana, you can also adopt in your day-to-day life, that abhideya part. Without this abhideya part, or adopting it or practicing it every day's life, you cannot see the result, prayojana. Okay, for that we are becoming little, yes. Okay. Now, being sometimes assiduous and at other time negligent, his endeavor is called Ganatarala. So I think now devotees are very clear about Gana and Tarala. Condensed and dilute, thick and thin. Okay. So now, Yuda Vikalpa. This is a very, very important stage. Many devotees get stuck in this stage. That is why many varieties of explanations has been given for this Vyuta Vikalpa. So many varieties of explanations have been given. So these explanations I have also added something because it will be very much useful for you to today only to get all your doubts cleared about Vyuta Vikalpa. So the Vyuta Vikalpa devotee, if somebody is talking like this, you understand that this devotee is in Vyuta Vikalpa. If you don't, if you are not clear about all these explanations which have been given about Vyuta Vikalpa in our Shastras, then it will be difficult for us. Then we will think that they are great devotees and something like that. No? But you see now what they are talking about Vyuta Vikalpa. Shall I just spend my life happily in family life, making my wife and children Krishna consciousness and worshipping the Lord? Or should I give them all up and go to Vrindavana and perfect myself by engaging full time in hearing and chanting with no distractions? So if somebody is thinking like this way or that way, then we cannot come to an understanding that, oh, this devotee is always, his heart is completely fixed in Dhamma. His heart is always thinking about Dhamma. So he must be an elevated devotee. So it will be very good if I also follow him. But the problem is he is in Vyuta Vikalpa. He is in Kanishka level. So if we understand this, we can help ourselves and we can help that devotee also to come out of this stage. So shall I wait until the last stage after enjoying all sorts of pleasures, when I have finally understood that the whole material world is simply a forest fire of affliction, or should I renounce right now? So this devotee is not balanced. He is not able to balance his family life with the devotional life. So when he is not able to balance himself, then there's going to be a haphazard in his life. So that is why this picture Maharaj is showing. See, this picture Maharaj showed, because he's not able to balance himself. He's not able to balance his material life, his grahastha life, and he's not able to balance his spiritual life. So he's trying to balance what he thinks. Let me leave this and get out and go to some place and practice my devotion, because he's not able to balance both. But this is not the stage of a devotee in Nishtha stage. Nishtha means he's in a steady level. This boy is not, he's not in steady level, he's in unsteady level. He's not balancing himself. He doesn't know the art of skating. So that is the problem. So this is what is called indecision. So for this, Maharaj has given in his Madhurya Kadambini this particular picture and this one single line, Vyuta Vikalpa, means indecision. So if this one word, indecision, you cannot understand much, no? So that is why today we are going a little more deep inside this Vyuta Vikalpa. Okay. Now, about this Vyuta Vikalpa, I also tried to find out more some more sastric relevant items for this, so that it will be easy for you to understand. So there is one verse in this verse, Maya. We will not go very detailed for the verses and all. We'll just, these are the verses for Vyuta Vikalpa they have given in the Srimad Bhagavatam and in many scriptures. Maya, in the form of a woman, created by the Lord, approaches the man gently. Upayati Sane. One should see her as death, like a well covered with grass. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, it has been given, this is Vyuta Vikalpa stage. Maya in the form of a woman created by the Lord approaches the man gently. Okay. Like that, Maya will approach us very gently. You see, from morning, you are doing such a wonderful devotional service. And so much time. And now it's time for you to relax. So what you are supposed to do? Now you take your phone and go to YouTube and get relaxed for some time. Okay. So like this, I will very nicely. So the participants, please mute themselves. Mute themselves. Please mute themselves. Okay. Please mute yourself, participants. So Maya in the form of woman approaches a man very gently. So devotee, such kind of wonderful thoughts will come in the mind. Maya will come through the mind and she will so gently approach the devotee. See, from morning you are fasting and fasting doing Ekadasi Vrata. A gentle reminder, please, everybody is mute yourself. Somebody is not getting mute. Mute. Yeah. Can you mute yourself, Revati Mataji? Yeah. Okay. So we should see her as death. So this kind of mind approaches, no? So okay, if it is little tiring, we can fix a time like 15 minutes or something very short time. Or we can relax ourselves in cooking for Krishna. Relaxation can be taken in taking advantage of devotional service itself. We can relax. So like that, something we can slowly we can reduce the time, something like that. So we have to see this Maya's approach like a well covered with grass. So if we walk on top of that, that's all. Just like an elephant, we will fall down inside that dark well. Okay, so another in Srimad Bhagavatam, fifth canto, it is given. Bharata, who longed to serve the Lord, gave up wife, son, friends, and kingdom as if they were stool, though they were touching to the heart. And that's difficult to give up at a young age. So should I thus give up unreliable family life while still young? So Bharata gave up, no? Bharata Maharaj, we know, Bharata Maharaj gave up everybody. And in young age, he went to Himalayas, no? So then he reached a Baba stage and then he fell down and became a deer. All that story we know about Bharata. But thinking about Bharata Maharaj, now this Kanishka devotee is thinking, just like Bharata Maharaj, can I also live my family life? And when I'm still young, can I, unreliable family life, can I, because this is a, nasty family life, these people are very much disturbing. So why should I have this family and serve them? Okay, better give up. So like this, if we are thinking, it is going to be dangerous. Okay, this is another type of Kanishka. On the other hand, it is not proper to renounce immediately. Shouldn't I wait until the death of my old parents before renouncing? So sometimes thinking, here's a Kanishka devotee thinking, okay, my old parents has to die. Okay, after that only I will take up renouncing. So like this, this guy, this Bhuta Vikalpa Kanishka devotee, he thinks so many ways. He's thinking, oh, my poor elderly parents, and my wife with a mere infant in her arms, and my other young children. Without me, they have absolutely no one to protect them and will suffer unbearably. How can my poor relatives possibly live without me? So again, he's thinking about his parents, his wife, his infant child, and his poor relatives. So this is the condition of the Kanishka devotee. Wherever he is, he will be able to do devotional service, because he doesn't know how to skate. He is thinking that I cannot balance family life plus devotional service. So he wants to give up something. So better I give up my family life. Like this Vyuta guy is thinking. Okay. So the scripture says, thus, because of his foolish mentality, a householder whose heart is overwhelmed by family attachment is never satisfied. Constantly meditating on his relatives, he dies and enters into the darkness of ignorance. So in Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto, this evam grahasayakshita. So this sloka has been given about the grahastha life. So reading this Kanishka devotee will think, oh my God, what a nonsense, this grahastha life. Let me, this foolish mentality of being behind this grahastha people, no? Not good. We are only wasting our time, energy, everything. Better I get out. So from scripture, he takes this particular sloka and he comes to a conclusion like this. Okay. So this way, by such statements, the Lord appreciates such renunciation. So this Kanishka devotee is taking these slokas, these statements from the scriptures only, and he thinks himself that Lord is appreciating such renunciation. So he's not able to understand that verse, why they are giving this. So because he's not able to understand the depth of this slokas, because to understand this particular sloka, he has to go to the beginning slokas and the back slokas and come to a proper understanding with the guidance of the devotee who has realized this knowledge. Okay, so he himself thinks that okay, Krishna is by these statements, by these slokas, Krishna is appreciating this renunciation. So I must take this. Like this, he said. So therefore, for the time being, I will just work to keep my body alive. Later, after satisfying all my desires, I will enter Vrindavana and engage in worship of the Lord 24 hours a day. Sometimes he thinks that, sometimes he is also thinking that the Lord does not want this renunciation part. So what he thinks that, okay, let me not renounce now, and I will work for my body to be alive. I have to work. So I will satisfy all my desires. And then at last, at my end of the time, I will enter into Vrindavana and practice my devotional service 24 hours a day. So like this also some Kanishka devotees think. So he will be thinking this way or that way, both the ways he will think in different times. This is called the Vyuta Vikalpa. He's in indecision. He cannot decide, not able to balance his thought flows. Thought flow is sometimes think like this, sometimes goes like this. Sometimes he thinks this is better, sometimes he thinks that is better. So after all, the scripture points out, therefore, for a devotee engaged by loving service, mad bhakti yuktasya yogitaha. With mind fixed on me, the cultivation of knowledge and renunciation is generally not the means of achieving the highest perfection within the world. So in this sloka, this particular sloka in scripture, it says that for my devotee who is doing my loving devotional service to me, his mind is fixed on me. So the cultivation, knowledge and renunciation is generally not the means. He doesn't need to be renunciate, or he doesn't need to be all the time cultivating his knowledge, because his mind is fixed on me and in my loving devotional service. That's why this is the highest perfection like that, this particular sloka in the scripture says. So he thinks, oh my God, in this scripture, in this sloka, Krishna is recommending me for my mind to be fixed on him and do devotional service lovingly and not to renounce. And so let me be like this. So like this and all he's thinking. According to this text, next is, renunciation is a fault for the culture of it. So now we see so many slokas. One sloka is appreciating renunciation. One sloka is not appreciating renunciation. It says it's a fault. Okay, so now the Kanishka devotee got confused because he on his own he is not able to understand what the scripture is trying to teach him. If it arises from bhakti itself, however, that renunciation is not a fault, but an effect, anubhava of bhakti and subordinate to it. So actually Maharaj said that renunciation automatically happens. When we are really doing devotional service, automatically this renunciation, we don't need to practice it. It will automatically happen without our knowledge. This is called a real renunciation, which is a part of devotion. So according to their level, if they are in bhava state, they come to bhava stage, like Bharata Maharaj, he was in bhava state. So he could very easily renounce his family life and go to Himalayas. But not others. In our stage, we cannot leave this and go there. And wherever we go, we will be thinking about our family only. Because we are not in that level. So that is why we have to understand where we are. So this particular stage of taking renunciation may happen if the devotee is in bhava stage, or these thoughts will come in Kanishka level. These kinds of thoughts will come in Kanishka level itself. And one may think that I am in bhava level, that is why these thoughts are coming. So if I follow this, then I will be naturally, I will get inside bhava and I will reach prema and I will reach Krishna in this lifetime only. So of course we can do all these things. One lifetime process, what we are doing, this devotional service. Prabhupada says, but we have to be under proper guidance. So the proper guidance and the proper knowledge, if we take up, then we will not lose our path. Otherwise, we will lose our path. Okay. So, of course, then there is a famous logic. In whatever ashram the sannyasi stayed, they always gave him more than enough to eat. In the life of renunciation, there is no worry of maintenance. So maybe I should renounce. So some people think that if I renounce, everybody will be taking care of me like a sannyasi, no? So everybody, I will get my food nicely. Everybody will be cooking for me. So I can do my devotional service very nicely. So I can take sannyas. So many ways devotees, this Kanishka devotee may think, get lost, by wrong thoughts. My dear Lord Krishna, until people become your devotees, their material attachment and desires remain thieves. Their homes remain prisons. And their affectionate feelings for their family members remain foot shackles. So this is a famous sloka. So the affection for the family members is foot shackles. That prisoners, they have been clinged in their foot. That's called foot shackles. So homes remain prisons. So like this, household life is a prison only for those who are attached for a devotee. For a devotee, there is no harm in household life. See, household life is a prison only for those who are attached to the household life. If we are attached, then we think, oh my God, this is a prison. I want to get out. I want to get out. But for a devotee, there is no harm in household life. He doesn't feel that this household life is, going to harm him in any way. Nothing can harm a devotee. Devotee is fearless for any kind of problem. So thus, Shall I remain at home and engage in chanting, or rather in hearing, or shall I engage in service? So again, this Tanishka devotee, thinking in this way, he's thinking, shall I remain in home, engage in chanting, hearing, and engage in service? So this is a healthy thought. Rather, as Ambrish Maharaj remained in household life and performed all the Angas of Bhakti, I shall do likewise. So he's also thinking, okay, now Ambrish Maharaj did, he was a very great soul. He was a very great devotee, and he was practicing Angas of Bhakti, remained in household life. So like that, let me also do. So in this way, the mind spends time vacillating between household life and renunciation. Renunciation means immediately the devotee thinks renunciation means going to Dham. Going there, I can leave all my worries away, and I just can end up in Dham. This is the renunciation. Renunciation means they want a place to stay. No, for that they think that this is a very nice decision. So this is all minds all the time spending time vacillating this side, that side. Let me get out of my household life. Let me renounce. Let me go to the and live like this. So like this, the mind is always not thinking about Krishna, thinking about their comfortability. Where can I be comfortable? So this is what. So when one imagines, see somebody is scratching on the board just like a child. So now I have to go back, remove this board and bring a new board for you. So please don't again scratch on the board. Now let me finish this. When one imagines in this way all types of options, it is called Vyuta Vikalpa or extensive speculation. Extensive speculation. Okay, now stop share. Share again. Okay. Now, one whose heart is absorbed in material, this is Vishaya Sangara. This is the fourth stage. One whose heart is absorbed in materialism is far from obtaining devotion to Vishnu. Can a man be, by going east, obtain something which is in the west? Understanding that material enjoyment is forcibly carrying him away and impairing his steadiness in serving Krishna, the devotee resolves to renounce his addictions and take shelter of the holy name. But many times his attempts at renunciation often end in enjoying what he's trying to renounce. So Vishaya Sangara is a little different from Vyuta Vikalpa. So here the devotee, his mind is, wants to enjoy that material enjoyment. Forcibly, the mind is carrying him towards that material enjoyment. So, but he wants to steadily serve Krishna, but the mind is always, that it is poking him, go for that satisfaction, go for that enjoyment. Then he can't bear at one moment and he goes for that enjoyment. So this is the stage of Vishaya Sangara. All this will not happen to a steady devotee. Steady devotee will not, his mind will not give him so much trouble that you go for that enjoyment. That his mind will not, force him for all these kind of enjoyments. So this is what is the Vishaya Sangara. So he is always struggling. I should not enjoy. I should not enjoy. He's saying, I have to do devotional service. Oh my God, I cannot go this side. But then his mind will say, go, you have done so many devotional service, so much time now, go enjoy. So ultimately he's becoming failure in his tackling his mind, and then he goes and enjoys whatever he wants. So his attempts for renunciation, renouncing that enjoyment is not happening. It's not able to control his mind's his mind is poking him, no? He's not able to control his mind. So he falls down. So this is what is the Kanishka devotee in Vishesh Sangara is happening to that devotee, this particular devotee. Having awakened of faith in the narrations of my glories, being disgusted with all prescribed activities, knowing that all sense gratifications leads to misery, but still being unable to renounce all sense enjoyment, my devotee should remain happy and worship me with great faith and conviction. So how should the devotee be? How should the Madhyama devotee or the steady devotee or Nishta devotee? Nishta devotee should remain happy by worshipping. Doing devotional service, the steady devotee is very, very happy. With great faith he is doing. Conviction. He has conviction that I am doing the proper thing. So Krishna will save me. So he does. His mind is not vacillating. Should I enjoy or should I go for devotional service? His mind is not vacillating. Even though he is sometimes engaged in sense enjoyment, my devotee knows that all sense gratification leads to miserable results. And he sincerely repents such activities. So about this Vyuta Vikalpa, Vishesh Sangara, this stage, 4th stage, in Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, this sloka has been given. Okay, why we are going more detail with this slokas and all, because this is very, very important subject. These 6 stages of Kanishka is very, very important. We need to get out of all these 6 stages. This must. Okay, so that is why today we are seeing this is a turning point in our spiritual life. That is why we are going very strong with so many supportive slokas. We are trying. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Okay. So my devotee knows that all sense gratification. So devotee always knows that all this sense gratification are going to give him what he is going to end up in problems. So, okay, next step. Jatastrado Matkataso has awakened faith in the process of bhakti, disgusted with all prescribed duties, understands that sense gratification leads to misery, still unable to give up sense gratification. Unable to give up sense gratification, he sincerely repents for engaging in such acts. See, this is a very important page. Please note it down in your discussion class. You can take this page. This is a fantastic page which will give you all the necessary notes which you need for this view the Vishesh Sangara, 4th stage. Vishesh Sangara. See, first point is he has awakened faith in the process of bhakti. This devotee, this Kanishka. In this stage, the Kanishka devotee, he has awakened his faith on process of bhakti. Okay. But he is disgusted with all prescribed duties. He doesn't want to do all his prescribed duties, everyday's duties. Sense gratification will lead me to misery. This much, this devotee, this particular stage, Kanishka devotee knows that sense gratification is going to lead him to misery. But still he is not able to give up the sense gratification. No, that shows that he is in Kanishka level. Okay, so he wants to give up, but he understands that problematic, but still he is not able to give up that sense gratification. So somebody is there in this situation, then we will accept that we are in this Vishesh Sangara stage. Okay, but he's not able to give up this sense gratification, but he engages in that process and gratification, and then he repents. Oh my God, I have done such a wrong. I was thinking I should never do this again. But again, I said no. I wanted to do this. I am not able to control my tongue. I went outside and again I had without prasadam something just to give pleasure to my tongue. I have just went and spent my money, and in this hotel I have taken this. So like this, he regrets. and regrets and he repents. Again, I will not do this. So this is a stage of Vishya Sangara. Okay. Krishna's instruction to such sadhakas. So we are also now in some slokas, Krishna is also instructing this Vishya Sangara devotees what to do. Remain happy and worship me with great faith and conviction. Don't feel bad, okay, that I have done something wrong. So remain happy and worship me. Again, start worshiping me with great faith and conviction. Please start worshiping me. Don't become sad. Like that, Krishna is instructing these devotees, these Kanishka devotees. But don't do it again. That's also he says. This ongoing battle, this is a war which is happening in between the devotee and Maya. Maya and devotee are, big fight is going on, both of them. War is going between them. So sometimes Maya is winning, sometimes this devotee is winning. So this ongoing battle with his previously acquired desire for sense pleasure, in which he sometimes meets with victory and sometimes with defeat, is called Vishya Sangara, or struggle with sense pleasure. So he's struggling with his sense pleasure. So this is not the stage of devotee, steady devotee, Madhyama devotee. Okay. So now the fifth stage we are coming, Niyamakshama. Then the devotee will resolve, from today I will chant such and such number of rounds of japa, and I will pay so many obeisances, and will pay. So immediately the devotee will decide, okay, from today onwards I will chant 64 rounds. From today onwards, because if I chant like this, then this chanting will help me to make my devotional path very nicely. But Maharaj says that 64 rounds, if you are chanting in Nama Abhas, that's not going to help us. If we are doing it in Nama Aparad state, it is very bad. It is going to lead us to hell. Chanting will lead us to hell. Oh my God, this is very serious. So we have to do 116 rounds at least, which is realistic. So that is why Prabhupada has taken away this 64 to 16. 16 minimum, not maximum. 16 minimum. So if we do 16 minimum, what Maharaj gave explanation, that 16 with this 16 minimum, you will be able to attain Krishna Prema. This is the explanation, exact explanation what Maharaj gave. Our His Holiness Manaswami Maharaj gave this explanation. But in the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and till the time of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, they kept this minimum as 64. Minimum as 64. Unless and until one does 64 rounds, he cannot even think about Krishna Prema, because that's a thumb rule which the Guru gave, which the Sampradaya Acharya gave, thumb rule. So that thumb rule only, so mercifully, Prabhupada, compassionately, our Prabhupada saved us. Okay, you be in your family life, you preach. Our mission is preaching mission. Help others also. That timing, that 64 rounds, no, what we are doing, that timing, don't waste that time. In that timing, you do 16 or 32, but 16 minimum at least. And then if you are going to do 16 or 20 or whatever it is, but the other, the time which we will be spending for 64 rounds, no, that time, if you are going to engage that time to help other devotees, no botheration. I will take you back to garden. You will get Krishna Prema. Not that only 64 is going to take you back to garden or Krishna Prema for attaining Krishna Prema. Even 16 will do. But sincerely do that 16 And then the rest of the time, he said, our mission is preaching mission. So help for the preachers. So help for our mission. Help for other devotees. Give hand for them. Help them. So this is what Prabhupada has now made us understand. Okay. But this Niyamakshama devotee, no, he's in Kanishka level. He cannot understand all these things. So he thinks that if I increase my 64, immediately jump. Immediately if I jump, immediately I will get bhava. Immediately, very quickly I will get. He's thinking that he's going in a shortcut. Okay. So then he is doing more rounds and is not balancing his hearing, is not balancing his chanting, is not balancing in preaching, is not balancing in helping other devotees, which Prabhupada wanted us to do, and is not balancing his whole devotional life. So when he is he's increasing his chanting, he is missing to increase the quality of his chanting. So this is the problem of this devotee, this guy, this Kanishka guy who's doing this, who is in Niyamakshama stage. Okay, let us see what he is thinking. Then the devotee will resolve. Resolve means he is deciding. Okay, from today onwards, I will chant this many rounds and japa. And this many obeisances I will pay to everybody. Then, Raghunath Das Goswami, he was paying 1,000 obeisances every day, and he was going through Giri Govardhan. He will 3 times per day, he will go through every day. Like this Sanatana Goswami also, many Goswamis were doing this. And today also we can see in Vrindavan, some devotees, they are doing this parikrama. 1 time, 2 times, Govardhan parikrama, they will do chanting, that's all. So, but they are able to do constantly, steadily means they are steady devotees. They are able to do steadily. But this devotee, what will happen to this Kanishka devotee? He will take decisions very beautifully, very nicely. But the next day he cannot follow it. He will follow for 1 week or 1 month. That's all. Maximum 1 year. So he cannot continue that. This shows that he is in this condition, this Kanishka level. Okay, I will also perform services for the devotees. He will take all these decisions. I will not talk on any subject except the Lord. And I will give up all association with people who talk on mundane material matters. So I will not do Prajalpa, he decides, but he's not able to cope up that whatever decisions he has taken. No, that he's not able to follow them. Why? Because he's in unsteady level, unsteady devotion he is doing. He is practicing unsteady devotion, means the unsteady bhajana kriya. His practice is unsteady. Why? Because his association is with unsteady devotees. He is not, when Maharaj was talking about this, he was very important thing. One thing what Maharaj told is that living guru, living Shiksha guru is very important, he said. Living means one who will every day be behind us and take care of us like, mother, our spiritual life. So if that is missing, then this devotee will lose after some time. Because who is going to encourage him, give him enthusiasm, every day asking him what is happening to you, what is happening to your spiritual life, what's happening to your chanting. So there is nobody to ask, and he will naturally, that enthusiasm, it will stand for some time, but not constant, because that person is not there. He's not alive. So that a living Siksha Guru, whether he is giving you Diksha or he is Siksha Guru, fine. Even if he is a Diksha Guru, he is supposed to give Siksha. This is what Maharaj is telling. Siksha every day. It means every day he has to be in contact with you in some way. Okay. So in this way, we take the Siksha from our Diksha Guru or from our Siksha Guru every day, then that will make us, by associating with him a long time, associating with the devotees, steady devotees for a long time, we will also tend to become steady devotees by practicing our bhakti steadily. So though he makes such resolutions every day, he's not always able to execute them. This is called niyama kshama, or inability to follow rules. Vishya sangara is the inability to give up material enjoyment, whereas niyama kshama is the inability to improve his devotional service. So Vishya sangara and niyama kshama, what are the difference? What is the difference? Simple difference. Vishya sangara is he is fighting with his material desires. He's not able to give up his sense gratification. He's fighting with his sense gratification. Okay. Here in niyama kshama, this devotee is fighting with his sadhana to improve his sadhana. Every day he's taking some promise, and end of the day he's not able to finish his promise. This is niyama kshama. So this is the Vijay Sangara and niyama kshama. They both are fighting. This one, Vijay Sangara is fighting for his with his every day he thinks that I should not get lost with my sense gratifications. But again, he will fall down for sense gratification. But niyama kshama devotee, every day he will think, he will decide that I will do this many rounds, I will do this, that, and then he will think that let me understand, let me immediately hike my devotional practice. But that will not happen immediately. Anything will not happen immediately, because it is they never give such a sentence immediate. Like lottery, in devotional service, something immediate will not happen. But by good chance, if the devotee is going to get a wonderful associate, a wonderful devotee association, a steady devotee association, a Madhyama devotee association, or a Uttama devotee association, then because of that association, he will get knowledge. Then through that knowledge, he can also practice steadily. Otherwise, he will listen to his mind and he will be caught in all these stages. This is called Kanishka. Why he doesn't want to take the association of the Madhyama devotee who is following steadily, he doesn't want to take the instructions from the Madhyama devotee. Uttama devotee, generally he is in Bhava and Prema. So he will not every day, every minute, every hour, he will not be there with us. Just like Maharaj, he is a very high level. Every day he is giving us half an hour class, and then 20 minutes class, and then 20 minutes question answer session, or 30 minutes question answer session. That's all. So whether we are serious, we will take it our whole day. That is the nourishing food for us. But after that, Maharaj cannot look into each one of us and bother for us that whether you have done this, that, like that. But our immediate Shiksha Gurus, or our immediate devotees who are taking care of us, they can be with us all the time. And if we are going to be free with them, open with them, whatever we are doing, if we are going to be open with them, they will immediately catch hold of us. If we are saying, this is what I did, oh my God, we shouldn't have done this. So they know the knowledge, so they can help us. This Vijay Sankara devotee and Niyamakshama devotee, if they are in contact with a Madhyama devotee, they will be saved. They can easily come to Madhyama level. Unless and until they take the instructions, continuous instructions from a Madhyama devotee or continuous associating with a Madhyama devotee, these devotees will not find any big advancement in their devotional life, because it's all their mind playing a role. They are thinking something, reading some slokas, they come to some understanding, they come to some false understandings, and according to that false understandings and convictions, they carry on their devotional service and devotional everyday devotional practice in all with their imaginations. It's not real. So that is why these 6 stages of devotees, the Kanishka devotees, unless and until they are going to take continuous association with Madhyama devotees, these Kanishka devotees are going to have problems. They may go down or they may be in that level. Provided they are also studying. But studying and see just now what happened. That Vyuta Vikalpa devotee, he is studying the Srimad Bhagavatam, and he is coming to all sort of wrong conceptions, reading those slokas. This is the real problem of this Kanishka. So he is not able to know what to do, what not to do. Okay. So the final one, Taranga Rangi. So finally, it is well known that the very nature of bhakti is to be attractive. So all types of people become attracted to the devotee, the abode of bhakti. So this devotee has become very nice leader, preacher. Everybody is behind this devotee. Everybody, oh my, without you, no, I really felt so bad. I miss you. Huh? Because you are the one who guides me. All these things, they'll say, oh my God, this devotee will be flourishing, flying. Oh, if I'm not there, I cannot do anything. Huh? So without his knowledge, we can see that on his head, just like Rakshashi or Rakshas, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, big bump, all horns will come newly, all pride horns will come on top of his head. He will not even know that so he has got so many horns on his head. So devotee has to be very, very careful about this. When somebody is praising us, we have to become 100% alert that, oh my God, let me touch my head and see whether how many horns I have got. Oh, nothing has got. Okay, fine. Otherwise, we can understand ourselves becoming a Rakshashi or Rakshashi. So this pride is the worst come worst. This is the most worst animalistic or what to say, stool. This is what our acharyas are telling about this pride. The most abominable thing. So that's why we should be very, very, very careful about this, very scared of this pride. So, and as the old, actually, whatever we are teaching or speaking or whatever we are doing, that is because of our devotees who are helping us. We don't know anything on our own. We don't have anything as our asset. Everything is Krishna's. All the sasnas are Krishna's breathe. And our acharyas, they are helping us to every single word they are teaching us. Otherwise, we are just a little child. We don't know anything. Simply, we are just talking whatever they have given, that we are only repeating. That's all. That doesn't mean I know something. So this understanding has to be very, very pakka. It should be very, very clearly in our mind. It should be stubbornly, we should understand nothing is mine. This whatever preaching or whatever words or whatever sasnas, whatever I'm speaking now is not mine. It's all by the grace of another devotee. I got this. So I have been asked to repeat whatever he has told. That's all my work. So I don't have anything on my own, or I don't, I have not discovered something new. It's all there in the scriptures. Just we are taking in from the scripture and speaking. That's all. So whatever glorification, what we get for us, we have to immediately transfer it to uh, our gurus, our Siksha gurus, who has given us this Siksha. Siksha means teaching. So that's all. So this glorification will go for them. We are not the owners of these glorifications. Okay. Actually, these gurus, they are empowering us to preach also. Without their empowerment and without their permission and without their guidance and without their mercy, even our tongue will not open and talk. Anytime it can stop. So this much we should understand our incapability and our dependency on our gurus. So this is Tarangarangini. Bhakti produces much opportunity for material gain, worship and position. Labha, puja, pratishtha. It's very serious, very dangerous. So whatever I'm saying is not for you devotees, it's for me first of all. Whatever I am speaking today is for me. It's teaching for me. That's why I am very strong. So that my mind will take all these things nicely. These are weeds around the creeper of bhakti. So our creeper of bhakti, no, it's very small, very nice, sweet, small plant. But these weeds comes, no, that's all. They will make our small little baby Krishna, no. All this Labha, Puja, Pratishtha, all this Putaki, they will come and try to steal away our baby Krishna or murder our baby Krishna, who was really taken birth just now. So we have to carefully take care of our baby Krishna, that newborn bhakti. Okay? Performing activities or seeking our one's pleasure, Ranga, amidst these weed-like facilities, which are but small waves in the ocean of bhakti, is called Taranga Rangini, delighting in material facilities. So this Taranga Rangini, Taranga means all waves, no small waves. It's not there for skating. It will be very nice. So Maharaj has given that picture. I will show you now. So Taranga, Ranga. So the bead-like facilities, no, it will be very nice for us, very charming, smooth, so nice when somebody is praising us. Oh my God, I'm just flying. So like that, if it is all giving us such a nice, wonderful feelings, then we can understand, oh my God, Taranga Rangini, we are falling down in Taranga Rangini, and my head is now so many that thorns has come out of my head. Pop, pop, pop. It's come. So we should be very careful. So I was thinking that 6 enemies also we will take, but the time is over. So I will show you only these 6 stages we have seen, but in a very strong and very understanding and in a detailed way we have seen. Okay, so Maharaj has given this false Utsagamayu, this picture, and sporadic endeavor, Gana Tarala. Gana means thick, Tarala means thin. Sometimes he's like this in devotion, while doing devotional service. Sometimes he's like this. So indecision, Yudha Vikalpa, we now know that I will do my, he's not able to balance. So what he will do, he will think, I will leave my family and I'll renounce everything. And then he will think that let me do with my family. So like this, all the time his mind is struggling. And this is struggle with Maya. Maharaj has given such a wonderful picture, you see. Struggle with Maya. So he's got big bandage in his hand, legs, because he wants self gratification, Vishya Sangara. but his mind is saying, no, don't go for sense gratification, it's not good. Then ultimately, sometimes he falls down. Then that Maya is coming and making war with him. And he's fighting. Sometimes he wins, sometimes he's losing. So that's why Maharaj has put bandages in his guy's hands and legs. So this struggle with Maya, inability to uphold vows, niyamakshama. So uphold vows. So we take every day one oath. I will do this. I will chant so many rounds, and after 1 week or 1 month, we are seeing that we are not able to do that. So this is all something the Kanishka devotee, he's fighting with his mind. Mind is vacillating. He gives all kind of instructions to him. Mind's instruction. So mind gives him. Mind after he's going through the Srimad Bhagavatam and other things, slokas. From the slokas, the mind comes to some decisions, and then the mind instructing him. He's not taking instructions from Madhyama devotee, because the Madhyama devotee, he is following steadily. He knows how to do the devotion. He has already been over it, and he knows which way to go. So he will very easily guide us. Why we break our mind, break our head for this, and go in a wrong way and go this side, and after some time, oh no, this is not the way to get out. So again we come back, again we go in another side. Why waste time? Why breaking head? We can just go and just simply surrender to the devotees and take instructions from them, because they have already they have undergone all these things, and they have found a word path. So they will easily guide us. So that's how. So in this, Maharaj has given one picture. So no gambling, no intoxication, no meat eating, no illicit sex, and absolutely no Facebook. So this is what his Maharaj has given. So this girl is so scared to take the mala because no Facebook, no YouTube. So this is what is happening. They are not able to cope up with both what their mind is taking every day, no? So this is the problem. And enjoying the waves. So Tarangarangini, see this, right? This Kanishka devotee, he is skating so nicely, so wonderfully, very joyful. People are, glorifying him like anything. Wonderful. Just like the ice cream, slips into our mouth. It's very tasty when somebody is glorifying us. Oh my God, so nice. That's all. We have fallen down, Tarangarangini, enjoying the waves. Okay, so dear devotees, we will go for this avidya, ignorance, and all tomorrow. Actually, this is a very important session we have discussed today. It's in detail where we have seen. First of all, why we have taken this. We have to find out where we are standing. We have to find out whom we are associating with. We should be able to understand where they are. Because we know now the calculation I have given you. So with the calculation, you can find out where you are, where the other devotee whom you are mixing with. So you can understand who is the association you have to take, or whether you need to give association to the devotee and save him, or you need to take association with the Madhyama devotee or Uttama devotee who is steady, who is not in this. All this you will understand. Only the 6 stages has to be thorough in your mind. Thorough, it should be thorough. Okay, then we can very easily jump into Sambandha Abhideya, practice. For practicing, we have to know this knowledge. Pakka. Okay, so how much you're going to discuss and be pakka with these 6 names, and just by telling this name only, you should be able to tell immediately, oh, war with Maya. Immediately you should understand this is the Maharaj picture. So like this, Vyuta Vikalpa is a very important 3rd stage. So we have to be very careful. Vyuta Vikalpa, everything, understand discuss devotees, please understand and come back. Tomorrow we will discuss more. Okay, Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. This is a turning point. We are in unsteady devotion. We have to go to study devotion means this today's class is very important for us. Because with this lessons only we can go from one steady devotion, unsteady devotion to steady devotion. Okay. Thank you so much, dear devotees. Thank you so much for giving me such a wonderful chance to speak about this wonderful topic. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, dear devotees. Vancha kalpadarupesha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna.